What's going on, fellas? We are under attack by some ducks, it looks like. What's up, ducks? What's going on, buds? Oh, they're turkeys. I actually don't know if they're about to attack me. Holy moly. What's going on, turks? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. What's up, turkeys? Hey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Back away, turks. Back away, turks. What is going on here? Holy moly. Damn, they don't want me coming down here, do they? What's up, turks? Goodness gracious, are you guys catching this? What is going on? All right, well, I'm out of the territory now, aren't I? Shoot. I gotta hire these turkeys for security. All right, guys. You guys catching this, dude? What the heck is going on? Whoa. Holy cow. They did not want me coming into the territory. Holy moly. They're not gonna let up. They're hungry. Turkeys, I'm hungry too. And I got a big stick. Don't do this to yourself. Maybe it's their Thanksgiving. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe I can walk around them. I'm not. Goodness gracious. All right. Relax, fellas. Relax. I wonder if I just start running on this trail, they'll come after me. All right, let's go. Let's go. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's what the adventure's all about, I guess. Oh, they're coming after me, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, oh dude, they're coming, man. Oh, man. They did not want me here, I guess, but I'm determined to hike this trail. They're in hot pursuit, dude. Oh, man. These turkeys are in hot pursuit. I can't believe I'm running from turkeys. How did this even happen, dude? Can you outrun turkeys? I haven't been watching my National Geographic, dude. I don't even know if I'm about to run into a den of turkeys. Oh, man. Maybe they call it Pickens Trail because these turkeys just pick you off, dude. Okay. All right. All right, let's see if we're safe. About to get my exercise in. I'm not trying to hurt these turkeys. What the heck? All right. Crikey! I think we're safe. All right, Monero Matteo, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I have survived the turkey onslaught, as you can see. We are now back on the trail, back in nature. And so I needed a little bit of a nature walk today. I was supposed to be pretty busy today. I was supposed to be talking with you, Kevin Wad, who I'm sure is going to be watching this. But as you know, it just couldn't happen. We had an incident this morning, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about this, just to give you some insights about it, because don't let a crisis go to waste, right? Make sure that you learn from it, make sure others can learn from it, and maybe at the end of the day, this is just God's blessing to me, because of the knowledge and the wisdom that I can glean from this and the spiritual growth I can get from this. But so this morning, I was checking up on some things, and I was in one of my wallets, and I had realized that I had been hacked and I had been robbed. And so I was looking at the zeroed balances, and I thought to myself, well, they got me. And just to give you a little backstory about how this happened, I was going through my email on Sunday, and I was answering some emails, corresponding with some folks, and I had come across this email from somebody who wanted to, I guess, sponsor our channel, or at least that's what it seemed like. And they said they're from X and Y company. I don't want to out them because it's not their fault. They were just using them as a front. But I looked up that company. I'm like, oh, cool. They're doing some pretty nifty things over here. That'd be cool if they sponsored the channel. And they gave me an offer and things like this. And they said, hey, check out this video promo that we have. And if you're interested, well, we can make a deal or something. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me check it out. And so they sent me a zip file. And I know alarm bells just rang in everybody's head. Yes, the zip file. And so I opened the zip file, and I had found nothing in the zip file. And so my naive self, me thinking in a good-natured way, I was like, okay, well, maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they meant to send a different format or something. Maybe something happened. And so I emailed back to them. I said, hey, looks like the file doesn't work. Do you mind sending in a different format? Didn't hear back. And, you know, there was something in the back of my head that said, oh, I hope something wasn't in there. I hope something didn't happen. But I sort of hand waved it away, because to come into contact with me and to talk about crypto, the presumption is you got to find my channel. You've probably watched a video or two. And, you know, I would think that anyone who watches our channel comes to the conclusion that, you know, we're pretty good-natured. We're not grifters. We're not scammers. We're trying to get the truth out and help people. There's no reason, from my perspective, to want to do me harm. But nevertheless, 2 days later, I look at my wallet. I'm not going to out the wallet either. It's not their fault either. It's all my fault. And the balances were zeroed. I see the transactions occur. And I had lost a rather not insignificant amount of money. And so it is gone. It is like that South Park gif, and it's gone. And once it's gone, there's no way to get it back, especially 2 days later. So I kind of stood there looking at my computer, and I was like, whoa, they got me. And I had some emotions come to me. First emotion that you feel when you experience this is obviously fear to a certain extent, especially if you're in a position like mine where, you know, you're kind of bleeding cash. You're not exactly making ground financially, and that's okay. I mean, I've dedicated myself to this movement, to this channel, to get the word out and to get the truth out and to get good natured information out to people and vibes. And I said, okay, this is a worthy sacrifice. You know, I am in a better position than many who could probably do the same work. And so I said to myself, this is worth it. I've got some buffer room, and we'll just try to make something happen here. And, you know, when this happened, that concern that I've had over the last, you know, month or two since I started the channel, kind of went up a couple notches, because we are that much closer to the abyss, ladies and gentlemen. And so things were running through my mind, and the biggest thing was like, well, it could be that I can't commit myself to this as much as I thought I could, right? Maybe I'll need to go back to work. Maybe I'll need to, you know, unfortunately sacrifice what I've been doing here to, you know, get back on stable footing, because, you know, it was a hit. But I want to tell you guys what I've learned from this. Oh, and one more thing. I did think to myself, because this is what the Lord teaches us. He says, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So I tried really hard in that moment to think of whoever did this and think to myself, okay, they don't know what they're doing. Maybe they don't have a great connection with God. Maybe they are in a state of pain. Because the thing I want to point out is that a lot of people misinterpret Christians, and they say that, oh, they're so judgmental, they're so judgy, they're so quick to point the fingers and things like this. And it's not that we are wanting to use the things like the Ten Commandments to judge people and establish a moralizing position, although it may seem that way sometimes. In most cases, it's genuinely out of love. Because when you do things like steal from people and do things like this, that doesn't hurt the Christian as much as it hurts the person doing the act. You understand? Like, it's bad for the conscience. And you want to protect people from hurting their own conscience and disconnecting from God. Because that's what stuff like this does to people. And so I prayed for a little bit for this person, and that helps you forgive them better. Because you don't want to hold on to that resentment. You don't want to hold on to that anger. And by forgiving them, you can let yourself be relieved of those negative emotions, which cut you off from God if you allow it to really sink in. So I was quick to want to do that. But with all that said, I want to talk about what it is I've learned so that you guys don't make the same mistakes I do and did. Hopefully I don't do them anymore. So first thing is use two-factor authentication. The wallet that I had no PIN. I had no two-factor authentication. And so, it wasn't too hard for them to presumably get into the account. Now, another thing, and I don't think I had the user and pass on my laptop for this particular wallet, but it did make me think that if it was somewhere in there, well, that would be problematic because they could get that information from my computer and then get into the wallet that way. And so what I did was I went through my computer, I checked to see if I had any seed phrases or anything like this. I wrote them down on a piece of paper and took them off. Because when you start a wallet, it's so easy to just be lazy, take a picture of the seed phrase, and post it on your computer or something like that for later reference. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. That leaves you quite open to problems. And so that is also something to consider. And I also learned that Cake Wallet's cool because they didn't get into the Cake Wallet, which is fantastic. And I do want to reach out to this hacker if they ever watch this video. Thank you. I guess I'll say thank you in a inquisitive type of way for leaving some crypto in the wallets, because the wallet wasn't totally ransacked, and I'm not sure why a good bit of the crypto was left. I mean, they took more than half of what I had in there, which is rather painful on a material physical level, but they left some, and I don't know why they did that. I don't know if they had a change of heart while they were doing this. Maybe they thought I would be richer than they found out that I was, and maybe they had some pity or something. I'm not sure what the deal was, but they left some, and I do want to say thank you for, I guess, maybe having a little bit of a heart to do that. Maybe you were trying to teach me a lesson. I'm not sure. That will be a mystery, I suppose. I would like if you gave the funds back. But if you do something worthwhile with it, maybe you donate some of it to a church. Maybe you help some kids out. I mean, do something decent with it. Don't spend it all on debauchery and degeneracy. That would be appreciated. Because one thing that is worthy to note is a lot of this stuff has ripple effects. Everything that you do goes through time in ways that you can't quite fully comprehend and probably will never fully comprehend, at least until Judgment Day, right? Like, for example, on our channel, we've been booking it the last 2 months. We've made about 60 videos. We've gotten 10,000 views or so, which is really good. We've worked on the Twitter a little bit. We've put a lot of good information out there and good takes. And I think that while we can look at the numbers, we could look at the views, the subscribers, and things like this and say, oh, well, it's kind of insignificant. He only has 400 subscribers, which we hit last night, which is great. Thank you to all the subscribers. But we could say, oh, it's insignificant. Nothing too, influential is going on here. But, we don't know that. You never know who's watching. You never know who they're connected to. You never know whose heart you change. And so if it's good quality information and only one person sees it, maybe they go to give that information to other people and then they give it to other people. You never know. And so that's what inspires me to continue to do this, is I just don't know what the ultimate good that comes from all this is just as long as I speak the truth, as long as I continue to be good and do that which is meaningful and right, that will be enough for God to take and carry to the heavens, right? And do with what he will with it. So that's something to consider. And, you know, the negative consequences of what this guy did, you know, because it could be that I'm not able to do this channel as long as I would have liked, you know, because again, I was talking about the financial buffers, right? I might have to go back to work, which means I can't get the truth out there as much as I would have liked. I can't serve my fellow man as much as I would have otherwise liked, because, you know, I got to pay rent. I got to have shelter. But then again, maybe not. Maybe this is a way of Christ moving me towards, you know, more spiritual existence. You know, he's maybe saying, you don't need this stuff. You don't need this financial buffer. I will lead you. Overcome this fear that you have, overcome this uncertainty, and know that I'm walking with you. Maybe that's the message. I'm still looking to see how this all plays out and what the Lord creates out of this chaos. But it's a test of faith, and I think if I persevere through this test, then as has happened throughout my entire life, he'll show me a path forward, and ultimately it will all be used for good. And so that is the shining radiant light at the end of this tunnel. And that is what I think has put me into a decent mood right now. You know, if it was me a couple years ago, who was very much concerned with money and, you know, thinking about, getting off the grid and buying a plot of land and getting ready for the apocalypse, right? Well, then maybe I would have been a lot more concerned. Maybe I would have been in a state of despair. But I know Christ is with me. I know him. And there is that one quote, right, where he says, I think it was to Matthew, I can't quite remember though, where he says, sell all of your possessions, get rid of all that you own, and come follow me. And maybe another way that he translates that is, follow me, and if you don't sell all your possessions, I will take them from you. So who knows? Maybe this guy was working through God. I don't know. But that is part of the mystery of the faith. And, you know, I'm excited to talk about this with my spiritual father. He probably has some good takes about it. But our head is held high. And I hope that this at least gives you guys some value. I'm going to chew on this a little bit more and process this. And maybe I could get some value as well from this. But that is my take. I will continue to follow through on my commitments. I know the digital currency group is a long awaited for video, and so I'll make sure to get that done to the best extent I can. I will make sure that Kevin, we do our interview, and I'm looking forward to that ever more so now. God bless you. You are a great man, and I hope that you know, everyone in the Monero community and everybody abroad knows how good a guy you are. Really, thank you. I appreciate for you reaching out and sending me links and sending me all this stuff to help me out during this time. So you're a good guy, man. I appreciate it. And to the hacker, who knows, maybe you're a Ruski, maybe you don't even speak English. The email's in English, so I don't know. I hope that you find Christ. I hope that you turn back towards God and you repent for your sins. And I hope that you do something worthwhile with those funds. That would make it worthwhile in the end for me. So this is Monero Matteo. I hope to see you guys soon. Check out the social media links below. We have some pretty cool takes on Telegram, so follow us there. And God bless. I will see you all next time.